Okay, so this bitch threw her baby. And I'm not laughing because she threw her baby. I'm laughing because I cannot even fucking believe that we are coming here to sit as a family to talk about this bitch that threw her baby. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to leave the footage, the video down in the description. Watch that and then come back. If you already know what I'm talking about, let us proceed on. So, this bitch threw her baby. Like, I don't even know where to start with this shit. Like, number one, I don't know what they were talking about on the bus, what they were even arguing about, because when it comes to, if you check my bio on Twitter at Coco the Cure, it says if you're too ratchet or too righteous, don't follow me. See, I like to maintain like an even balance in my life as much as possible because it just can get out of hand if I don't. So when it comes to ratchet shit like that, I don't go to World Star Hip Hop. You know, I'll click on a link and somebody send me something and be like, you have to see this. But other than that, I don't type in www.worldstarhiphop.com. Like, that's not my bag. So when I saw that it was gonna be ratchet, I said I can't subject more than one sense towards this. So I didn't want to hear it and see it, and I didn't want to see it and hear it. So I muted the actual video. So I have no idea what these birds was even fighting about. I have no idea what they were mixing about. All I know is with the aggressive gestures that the young lady who had a child in her lap that had to be about 2, maybe 3, I don't know. I can't. It's hard to say what people kids these days because kids be big and kids be small. You don't know. But anyway, be that as it may, she had a baby in her lap, which should have been priority numero uno. But we'll clock those T's further on down this yellow brick road that we're traveling on. So her and some other young lady, also African American sister, are arguing. It's heated, you know, this, that, and the third going on. Now, mind you, I'm not listening to it. So somewhere in the video that seemed like it took forever, but I'm pretty sure it happened fast, I just see this youngin' get lobbed to another passenger on the bus. It's not funny that this shit happened. It's funny that I actually saw footage of this shit happening. Like, what is going on with us? She lobbed that baby to another passenger on the bus. Now, at this point, I don't even know if that was a passenger that she knew. Was that her friend, cousin, or anything? Or was this just some person on the bus that was just so kind enough and also had enough hand-eye coordination to catch your baby that you threw? Now, to kind of clean it up a little bit, when I saw the first saw the caption and it said "woman throws her baby," I was thinking I was for the absolute worst, which was that she was gonna spike the fucking kid like a pigskin, like a football. So that's what I was preparing myself for, which was one of the reasons why I definitely didn't want to be subjecting all of my senses to that kind of foolishness. But thank goodness that's not what happened. Not saying that, you know, the handoff that she did was okay. I'm not saying that. But it was just, you know, when it said woman throws baby in this day and age, you just expect the goddamn worst. Like, so I was glad she didn't spike the baby. I said all that to say I was glad she didn't spike the baby. But sisters, listen, it's okay to let a bitch have the juice. Like, I understand that, you know, you don't want nobody to chump you, punk you, whatever the case may be, but, and it ain't about being scared, it's just sizing up the situation. Like, not just about whether or not I'll win or lose, because sometimes you win the battle and lose the war. So I don't see things like that as a win or lose on that particular sense of whether or not I feel chumped or pumped or, you know what I mean? No, that's not how I'm assessing the situation. You have to assess the situation like, what am I either gonna lose or gain from this? And is this bitch even worth it? Like, is she on my level? Because it makes no sense at all for you, someone who might be established or, you know, got something going for you. You in school, you working, you know, whatever the case may be. You got some shit going on for you. Why are you gonna throw it all and blow it all on some bird brain that is on the goddamn bus with you? The GRTC or the SEPTA? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm just the type of person, like, I would rather spend my energy fighting against my oppressors than the people that look like me. Now, I hate that it needs to be said, but I do need to say it, especially because this is going out broadcasted to people. Don't try no real Nubian. Like, I'm on that keep the peace, sister, brother, we got other things to worry about tip. Like, that's the type tip that I'm on. But it don't have to be the type tip that I'm on, if that makes any sense. So we'll just move on from there. Because the point of the matter is, I have no problems. I'm so secure in myself that I have no problems with telling a bitch, you got the juice. You got the juice, sis. I'll pay it. I'll pay it to you. Because that might absolutely be the highlight of your day, week, year, life. To feel like, you know, your chest puffed out. You know, you had to one up on somebody. But in reality, you losing. Like, in reality, you're losing. So let's just double on back and hop back on this public transportation, because I do have a tendency to rant and just, my mind be all over the place. So this video could end up being 20 minutes, and I'm not trying to do that. This bitch threw her baby. I mean, what do you say? I will say this. Children do not ask to be born. I don't know what that particular situation was, but I saw the little kid on the bus covering their ears, scared to death because mommy has flipped out and is acting like a straight up mongrel. Like, man, this bitch threw her baby.